सोए कर सकता है।
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good
How are you, beta?
morning, ma'am.
Fine.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Ma'am, tomorrow what you do? I was absent. मैम की वीडियो आ चुका है व्हाट्सएप पे, वो देख ले। कल
I was absent, so. What happened, beta?
कल को I was absent, so what you do tomorrow? Yesterday.
What happened?
सर मैम मैं कल नहीं आया था न, तो आपने क्या कराया था?
We started the chapter number 18. Okay. We will continue today this chapter. But before starting our chapter, we will do the prayer. So everyone, turn on your video, join your hand, close your eyes, start 3 times Gayatri Mantra. Everyone, join your hand, close your eyes. Everyone, turn on your video, beta. I'm waiting. Do it quickly. Start, everyone. Okay, now close your eyes, join your hand, start.
भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। Right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Very good. Completed the exercise also. Okay, now part of the day. Yes, beta.
Ma'am, where is? Ma'am, CCA का class कब है?
CCA done, beta.
Yes, CCA was done.
CCA done. In CCA you have to observe and see.
The 2 periods there in CCA.
यज्ञ जो हवन हुआ था वो आपको देखना था. Okay, in CCA. Okay, now part of the day, who is writing?
Ma'am, it is your
Writing.
Ma'am, it will be 18 now.
Practice is the key of success.
Practice is the key of success.
Our today's
Practice
part of
is
the
the
day
key of
is
success.
the key of
Practice is the key of success.
Okay. When we do the practice, it will continue, make work easier and give us success. Okay. So this is our thought of the day. Now we will start our chapter number 18. Today we will continue chapter number 18. Topic exclamation. Some acts and movements in which we will read about the act which was passed in 1990 and about the Khilafat movement 1920. Okay, so everyone open your page number 114. Firstly, we will revise previous topic. In our previous topic, you learned that the realization that the British wanted to keep them poor and backward forced the Indian to continue to unite and fight for the freedom of their country. When the Indian people realized that British did not want that Indian do the progress, Indian get the education and Indian do the development, then this force, this feeling, this realization forced people to unite for freedom struggle. And on the stage of the Indian National Congress, Indian people united and acted for the freedom struggle, in which you learned that Gandhiji, the freedom torch barrier, it means a leader of the movement. Gandhiji worked as a leader for the freedom struggle and all the movements. You learned that Gandhiji went to Africa after completing his education. He became barrister and went to Africa, where he saw that the Indian people, those who were living in South Africa, and the black people of the South Africa were treated unfairly by the white people. Who were the white people? Those were the Britishers. Okay, so Gandhiji saw that the Indian people and the South African black people were treated unfairly, so he started movement for their rights. They wanted to give them their rights, so he started a movement based on satyagraha and non-violence. Satyagraha means it is made up of two words of Sanskrit, satya plus agraha. It means जो सच है उसके लिए आग्रह करना. It means to say about. Okay, and non-violence means not to kill or hurt anyone. When we are doing something without killing or hurting anyone, that is called non-violence. Okay, so Gandhiji started a movement based on satyagraha and non-violence, and they tried to give the rights of Indian peoples and black people in South Africa. He succeeded in it. वो इसमें सफल भी हुए, and after that he came back in India in 1915. Here he saw also that the Indian peoples are in very bad conditions. Everywhere is poverty, unemployment, farmers were unhappy, all people were unhappy with the rule of British. Okay, so he decided to fight against the injustice done to Indian farmers, and launched the fight for freedom through the policies that he used in Africa. जो भी policies उन्होंने अफ्रीका में यूज की थी, सेम policies के थ्रू उन्होंने इंडिया में भी मूवमेंट स्टार्ट करने का सोचा, and the policy was satyagraha based non-violence method. Okay, now we will read about some important act and movement. So here is the Rolex Act 1919. Firstly, we will read about the act. Act means a law passed by the British government which played an important role to unite the Indian peoples for freedom struggle. So here is the Rolex Act 1919. It was the rule passed by the British government. It gives more power to the British police. So we will read what was the power. H.P. Pandit, you start reading this paragraph, beta, the Rolex Act 1919.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, beta.
Ma'am, page number 116, ma'am.
114, the Rolex Act.
Yes, ma'am. So, Gandhiji went to South Africa in 1893 in connection with a case where he... Yes, ma'am.
From the Rolex Act 1919. Important acts and movements.
The Rolex Act 1919, the British government acted and art. The Rolex Act, which gave the government the power to arrest anyone and send him or her to jail without trial, people protested against this act. Do you know?
Okay,
Do you know a bill is
let me explain clear what was the Rowlatt Act. So, as I told you, Rowlatt Act was a law passed by the British government, and this law gave power to the British police to arrest anyone, okay, and send him or her to jail without trial. Now, what is the meaning of trial? See, whenever police arrest anyone, police have to keep them in jail. But before it, what is the work of police? Police क्या करती है? उसे कोर्ट में ले जाती है. And there, the person also have right to say about him, say about himself or herself. Okay? उस पर्सन को अपने बारे में भी कहने का राइट दिया जाता है. उसे अपॉर्चुनिटी होती है अपने बारे में बोलने की कि वो सही है या गलत है. किसी भी पर्सन को जब पुलिस पकड़ती है, उसे कोर्ट में लेकर जाती है, फिर कोर्ट ये डिसाइड करती है कि ही इज गिल्टी, शी इज गिल्टी और नॉट. ओके, फिर उस पर्सन से भी पूछा जाता है क्या हुआ था, पुलिस ने क्यों अरेस्ट किया, कैसे अरेस्ट किया. उसके बाद फिर ये डिसाइड किया जाता है कि वो गिल्टी है या नहीं है, फिर उसे जेल में भेजा जाता है. बट इस एक्ट के बाद पुलिस को ये पावर मिल गई, ब्रिटिश पुलिस को, कि वो बिना किसी ट्रायल के, यानी बिना किसी को कोर्ट में पेश किए, उसे जेल में बंद कर देते थे. नाउ पीपल प्रोटेस्टेड अगेन दिस एक्ट. अब इंडियन पीपल्स ने क्या किया? दे स्टार्टेड ऑब्जेक्शन ऑन दिस एक्ट. उन्होंने इसका विरोध करना शुरू किया. व्हाई? बिकॉज दे अंडरस्टूड, वो समझ गए. क्या समझ गए? दे अंडरस्टूड दैट ब्रिटिशर डिड नॉट वांट दैट Indian people unite for freedom struggle. That's why they started or passed this type of law. इसीलिए ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट ने हिटवी डोंट प्ले, ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट ने ये रूल पास किया जिससे कि वो इंडियन लीडर्स को पकड़कर जेल में बंद कर दें. एंड इंडियन पीपल्स विल नॉट यूनाइट. They thought that if they arrest all the leaders, Indian people will not unite for the freedom struggle. उन्हें ऐसा लगा कि अगर वो इंडियंस के लीडर्स को ही पकड़कर जेल में बंद कर देंगे तो इंडियंस कमजोर पड़ जाएंगे, जो ऑर्डिनरी पीपल है वो कमजोर पड़ जाएंगे और वो फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल को छोड़कर अपने घर वापस आ जाएंगे. बट पीपल अंडरस्टूड, लोग समझ गए कि ब्रिटिश ने ये एक्ट क्यों पास किया. सो दे स्टार्टेड ऑब्जेक्शन ऑन इट. ओके, इससे ही रिलेटेड एक इंसिडेंट है जलियांवाला बाग 1919. ओके, सो नाउ कल्प यू स्टार्ट रीडिंग जलियांवाला बाग 1919.
Jallianwala Bagh 98. Jallianwala Bagh 1990. On 13 April 1919, a peaceful meeting was beginning held reading Rowlatt Act at Jallianwala Bagh. Jallianwala Bagh,
अमृतसर.
Amritsar. General Dyer ordered
It is General Dyer
ordered his troops to open fire on them. People gathered there, killing hundreds of people gathered there.
Okay, let me explain the Jallianwala Bagh incident. So, as we know, the people protested against the Rowlatt Act. So, on 13th April, the day was Vaisakhi, the harvest festival. Many people gathered in the Jallianwala Bagh for celebrating the Vaisakhi. It was 13th April and the festival Vaisakhi. Okay, there people were gathered for celebrating their festival and for peaceful meeting on the discussion of Rowlatt Act. But the General Dyer got an information about it and he came there with his troop. Jallianwala Bagh is in Amritsar in Punjab. So, as you know, the people were doing the peaceful meeting about the Rowlatt Act. The General Dyer got an information about this meeting and he came there without making any noise. And he gave order to his troops for open firing on the gathered people. Thousands of people killed in this incident. In Jallianwala Bagh, there was only one exit और एंट्रेंस. एक ही रास्ता था जहां से जलियांवाला बाग के अंदर लोग जा सकते थे और बाहर आ सकते थे. जलियांवाला बाग was a big place surrounded by the walls and had a one entrance. Okay, and it was the big place. That's why people were gathered there for celebrating Baisakhi and also for peaceful meeting on the Rowlatt Act. But unfortunately, General Dyer got this information and he came there with his troop and gave them order for open firing. Open firing means he gave order to fire on each and every person, no matter who is child or children, who is man, woman, older. Okay, he gave permission to shoot out all the people. And this, before firing, General Dyer closed the door of Jallianwala Bagh. जनरल डायर ने जलियांवाला बाग का वो डोर क्लोज कर दिया. इससे क्या हुआ कि कोई भी पर्सन उसमें से बाहर निकल नहीं पाया. एंड एवरीवन किल्ड देयर. हर कोई वहां पर मर गया. ठीक है. सो इट वाज द वेरी मिजरेबल इंसिडेंट ऑफ आवर फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल. Thousands of people were died in the Jallianwala Bagh incident. जनरल डायर की इस एक्ट की हर किसी ने निंदा की. हर किसी ने ये कहा कि जनरल डायर ने बहुत गलत किया. इवन द ब्रिटिशर्स ऑल्सो. ओके. इट वॉज वेरी पेनफुल सिचुएशन. You can understand how the people were feeling, how they were in difficulties, how they were in pain when the General Dyer ordered for open firing. लोग इधर उधर भाग रहे होंगे बट उन्हें भागने का मौका नहीं मिल पाया. एक एक पर्सन वहां पर जो भी था वो मारा गया. Even in present day, the spot of the firing on the wall are present over the walls. Okay. आज भी वहां पर जो जलियांवाला बाग की वॉल्स हैं, दीवारें हैं, उन पर उस फायरिंग के निशान बने हुए. ओके. क्लियर बेटा? हैव यू एनी डाउट इन जलियांवाला बाग एंड रॉलेट एक्ट?
Out.
हैव यू एनी डाउट?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, can I read next? Because my turn not
What
came
was
any.
the Rowlatt Act? What was the Rowlatt Act? If you don't have doubt, give me answers. What was the Rowlatt Act?
The British
What was the Rowlatt
government acted act. This is called the Rowlatt Act.
Which power given by this act to the British people?
What, ma'am?
By this Rowlatt Act, which power given to the British police?
The power to arrest anyone and send her to jail without trial.
Yes, the British people got power to arrest anyone and send them to jail without any Trial. Okay. Now, when was the Jallianwala Bagh incident happened? When the Jallianwala Bagh incident happened?
April 1919. 1 April 13, 1919. What? 13 April
Okay.
1919.
Name the person who given orders for the open firing.
General Dyer.
General Dyer ordered his troops to open fire on the gathered people. Okay, now where is Jallianwala Bagh?
Jallianwala Bagh is in Punjab.
Jallianwala Bagh is in
Amritsar.
Okay, where is Amritsar?
In Punjab.
Okay, and as I told you, the day was 13th April and the festival was Baisakhi. Which type of festival is Baisakhi?
Vaishakhi.
Which type of festival was Baisakhi?
Was beginning held regarding the overtake.
Beta, Baisakhi is a festival name. The people were celebrating Baisakhi there and also they were doing the peaceful meeting on the Rolex Act. But I'm asking you, which type of festival is Baisakhi?
Okay.
You know about the different type of festival. So, which type of festival is Baisakhi?
Baisakhi is Punjabi.
पंजाबी का तो है, but which type? Religious या फिर national या फिर harvest?
Harvest.
Yes, it is a harvest festival. Okay, which is celebrated by the Punjabis in the month of April on 13th date. Okay, now we will read about the Khilafat movement. It was a movement started by the Muslim people.
Can I read?
Okay, start with the Khilafat movement.
Yes. When Turkey was defeated in the First World War, the Allies decided to divide it. The Khalifa of Turkey said to read only one. Also, ma'am, can I read? Head of the Muslims, the Ali brothers, Maulana Muhammad Ali and Maulana Shaukat Ali, then started the Ali movement. When Turkey was defeated in the First World War, the Allies decided to fight it among themselves. Ma'am, Kalp is also reading and Shreya is also reading.
Beta, Shreya, read again, beta. Kalp, you stop, beta, now.
Okay.
Shreya, you read again Khilafat movement.
Khilafat movement. When Turkey
Quickly, beta. Time is going over. Read this quickly.
Ma'am, can I read quickly? When Turkey was defeated in the First World War, the Allies decided to divide it among themselves. The Khalifa of Turkey was upset as he was also the religious head of the Muslims. The Ali brothers, Maulana.
Okay, beta. Okay, Shreya. Okay, firstly, let me explain till here. Then after we will read in our next lecture. Okay, now Khilafat movement, it was started in 1920. It was started by the Muslim peoples when in the First World War, Turkey was defeated by the Allies power. Okay, Allies power defeated Turkey in the First World War and they decided to divide it among themselves. उन्होंने इसे अपने में बांट लेने के बारे में सोच लिया. It means this area of Turkey is for Britain, this area of Turkey for Russia, likewise. Okay, but the Muslim of the whole world was upset on that time, and they were very angry. They were very angry. Why? Because the head of the Turkey, the ruler of Turkey that was known as Caliph or Khalifa, was not only the head of Turkey, he was the head of all the Muslim communities in the world. पूरी दुनिया में जितने भी मुस्लिम थे उन सब का हेड था टर्की का खलीफा. That was also known as the Caliph and Khalifa. So all the Muslim peoples were disappointed, and those were very angry with the Allies' power. And the British also came, also the part of the Allies' power. That's why Muslim peoples in India started Khilafat movement. Khilafat means non-cooperation. किसी के साथ cooperate नहीं करना. Okay, so they started non-cooperation movement as Khilafat movement. Gandhi ji supported it. Gandhi ji ने इसे support किया, and they get an opportunity to unite Hindu and Muslims for the freedom struggle. Okay, and two brothers, popularly known as the Ali brothers, started this Khilafat movement, and their name was Maulana Muhammad Ali and Maulana Shaukat Ali. Ali brothers का क्या नाम था? Maulana Muhammad Ali and Maulana Shaukat Ali, and they were popularly known as the Ali brothers. After them, we will read about the non-cooperation movement started by the Gandhi ji in 1920. On the same time when Khilafat movement was started by the Muslim people, Gandhi ji also started the non-cooperation movement in 1920. Khilafat movement is called non-cooperation in English, okay, and in Hindi it is called असहयोग आंदोलन. It means किसी के साथ सहयोग नहीं करना, किसी के रूल्स को ना मानना, उसका कोई वर्क नहीं करना. That is असहयोग. Okay. Clear? Next topic we will read in our next text. Today's homework is 2 in your worksheet. Okay. Day 2 in your worksheet is your homework. Day 2 in your worksheet. Okay. In our next lecture, we will read about the non-cooperation movement started by Gandhi ji. Okay.
Bye, ma'am.
Now you can leave. Take care and ready for your next lecture. Bye, beta.
Bye, ma'am.
Ready?
Ma'am, all lecture is